The tabernacle teaches us spiritual lessons about eternal realities. The tabernacle teaches us spiritual lessons about eternal realities. You have to realize that in the Old Testament, this tabernacle was there to teach us how it is literally supposed to be done. How, as temples of God, that we are supposed to carry ourselves. We talked about how the temple, the tabernacle, there was some instructions given on how to build the tabernacle. How many cubits, because that's how they would talk in the Bible, cubits long that it was supposed to be. What it was supposed to be made out of. The colors of the drapings and the curtains, what they were supposed to signify. Each piece of furniture meant something in the tabernacle. And it's supposed to represent us, how we carry ourselves. You have to realize that as women of God, I'm not talking about women that's out on the outside, but I'm talking about born-again Christians that know God and love God, that it's time out for all this foolishness, and it's time out to put our lives in order and to live that life that's pleasing to God. I want you to know that time is winding down. Time doesn't wait for nobody. God is calling everybody home. All ages, color, size, everybody. He's just, when he's ready, he's calling them home. And it's time for us to get ourselves together, that we do not be left behind or left outside of the number. Okay, you've done what you had to do to get here. Now you're here. So what are you going to do since you're here? Are you going to stay the same, or are you going to make some changes? Because I want you to know, as women of God, I spoke to a member the other day, and she was going through some problems. And I said, honey, let me let you know something. You know what your problem is? You've lost where God wanted you to be. You haven't always been in this condition, but you're here because you've got off track. And you found yourself to a place where you didn't want to be at. And anytime we find ourselves to a place that we do not want to be, then we're gonna feel uncomfortable. We're not gonna feel the same. We're gonna feel like there's a distance between us and God, and nothing in our lives will ever be in order. If you have some things that's out of order in your life, go back and examine yourself and see where you left God out. Because anytime you're gonna leave God out and you're gonna get out of his will and his way, your life is gonna fall out of order. Anytime we're not in the pathway of what God wants us to be, we step out and our lives become disarranged. Our lives is out of order. That's why we have financial problems. That's why we have relationship, marital problems, job problems, self-esteem problems. It's because our lives are out of order. It's because we're not where we need to be, where God had ordained for us to be. He did not bring you into the fold for you to sit there, look cute, come to church on Sunday, and that's about it. Every now and then hit a Bible study. No, you're here for a mission. So if I'm here for a mission, I have to get myself together. I have to be right, because God can't just use just somebody that's not living the life that he wants to live to perfection. You can get up here and say a prayer, but it's going to be null and void to the prayer. You can get up there and say a welcome, and it won't even touch a soul that's in the building. But God is looking for effectiveness in his women. And we can't even be effective at church nor at home if our life is out of order. So he said, I'm gonna take this tabernacle. This is what he did a long time ago. He said, it's going to be 2011. I'm going to have some women that loves me, but yet their lives is not where it needs to be. So I'm going to have this tabernacle built. This is what he did a long time ago. So they'll know this is the way I want them to pattern themselves after. Because why? Because Jesus is going to life is going to be patterned after this tabernacle. This is going to be Jesus' life. And if it's Jesus' life, and if we're going to be children of God, of Jesus, we need to pattern our lives after Jesus. It's not easy. I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, it's a piece of cake. No, it's not. Because anything that you're going to do for God, it's going to have some trying times to it. Anytime you're going to say, yes, I want to be this woman of God, it's going to be some trying times. That's why I've always said, be careful of what you're